electric department and the street and water department. This shows that Bremen is a developed civilization because we have our own departments like this, and our town can rely on itself. We don't have to rely on anyone else. Where in Persia, they had to rely on other civilizations for trading and to get other things that they didn't have in their town. We're at the town hall, and this is where the city council meets to make decisions in favor of Bremen. Our town's a democracy, and all the people vote on decisions. In Persia, they were under a dictatorship where one person made all the decisions on their empire. Here we have one of the many churches in Bremen, and in Bremen we practice many different forms of Christianity mainly, such as like Brethren, Catholic, and though the Persians did practice the monotheistic religion, they didn't always worship in churches and at a set time like we do in Bremen. Here we are in downtown Bremen, where there's visual evidence of a specialization of labor. We go from accounting to insurances to restaurants, and factories where they specialize in many different areas of labor. The only difference between Bremen now with work and the Persians is the Persians did a lot for what they were good at. We do it for money. We're here at Ways, which represents the working class, anywhere from the baggers to the managers. We are at one of the nicer subdivisions in Bremen. The difference between Bremen's higher classes and Persia's higher classes is that in Persia, if you were a higher class, you wouldn't talk to the lower class, and in Bremen, that's not the case. Here we are at Bremen's library, where they keep on file the documents of Bremen's past. The only difference between Bremen and Persia is that we use more up-to-date media, such as writing on paper or in computers. Persia used cuneiform on clay tablets. One example of architecture in Bremen is the water tower. Another place is the Bowen Mansion. And finally, the train depot in Bremen. The difference between art and architecture in Bremen and Persia is back then art was more complex. For art, they used animals for a lot of their sculptures and carvings, and now we just mostly use designs, and their art was a lot more intricate and usually meant something.
Thank you for visiting Bremen, a civilization.
Sometimes you wanna go where everybody knows your name, and they're always glad you came. You wanna be where you can see our troubles are all the same. You wanna be where everybody knows your name.